she takes a little bit of a YouTube hiatus, and still, she is one of the most generous people that I know. I got this box from Ajanaclair, which means, of course, I have been Ajanaclair'd, so hurry back.
Just an 80s boy and a 90s teen, going on all things Disney, from mouse to parks and in between. Come share the magic with me. La 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 la. Live your life to a Disney tune. Come and share Jake's Disney Afternoon.
Hey Disney Afternoon gang, welcome back to my channel and thanks for returning. If you're new here, I do all kinds of Disney content including subscription boxes, swaps, hauls, vintage trips, trivia, pins. If it's Disney, we're doing it. So you're going to want to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next Disney adventure. Ajanaclair, my dear friend, how I love thee. She has been on a little bit of a YouTube break because she is about to burst forth into life doing so many amazing things. And I totally get the need to have a little bit of a break. And even still, she's still spoiling us rotten. So I'm going to leave her link down below. Go follow her because, you know, she is such a joyous soul and a fun person to watch. So definitely check her out if you are new to her. Before I get into this awesome little box that she sent me, I want to show you one quick thing because I didn't have a place to put it. So here it is. I forget who this is. There was no note. And I remember they were having this like fantasy Artland like mega summer sale thing, and they came from the UK. So I picked up this pin. Let me take it out of its package. It's limited. It's an Artland pin, limited edition of 250 pieces, and I have something very special for this. So there we've got the giant circle of Peter Pan just majestically flying up through the clouds. We've got Tinkerbell there. And I wanted this to go. I have the hook pin that is this size, and it's sort of the villain equivalent of this. And I just customized a new Peter Pan board, which I will show you. Maybe I'll post a picture. Maybe I'll save it for another video. But in the center of that board, I painted the second star to the right, the big shining star. And I've got a hook on one side, and I've got all these pins around it. I left a gap so that Peter could go opposite. So you've got villain and hero together, and then all of the other characters sort of surrounding them. So was very happy to pick this up for a very reasonable price because these Artland pins aren't cheap. So that'll go on the board, and I will show you at some point the board. But let's get to the heart of this thing. So back when it wasn't D23, was it D23? And oh no, it was the Heroes and Villains pin event. And you had to like register. You had to register an account, and you had to get a time slot because you were going to release them and buy them. Ajanaclair then was gracious enough. She took several of our orders. She created an account. She ordered the pins, and she had them, you know, we paid for them and had them sent to us. And I've shown those on other videos. She bought a zillion other pins because she's cuckoo some days, and we adore her. And she was getting rid of some, and I was like, you know, I'd love to buy those. I'd love to have those. She had so many of. Oh, I remember. I'm gonna, if you want a funny video, I'm gonna link this one up above if I can find it. Ajanaclair was opening all of the pins she had gotten from this event, and she was showing all of the characters from the films that I love: Black Cauldron and Rescuers Down Under, and Great Mouse Detective, I think, and a few others. And she kept holding them up, and she was like, "I have no idea who this is. I have no idea who this is." And I was like, "You're shaming us." It was hilarious. I had never laughed so hard in my life. So I was like, look, clearly let me take those off your hands. So in the meantime, life happens, and she was busy with work, and I kept forgetting. And then, you know, she took a little break, and, you know, finally I ragged her about it in a conversation a week or two ago. And then these just showed up. Ridiculous, Ajanaclair. I'm going to find a way to get you for this, but that's just how generous and wonderful she is. So let's get into this box. So she sent this card from, I think this is like the women, is it the, no, it's not the women of Star Wars. Oh, maybe it is the women of Star Wars. I'm not really sure. It's Deepa Bilaba. My turn to not know, and I love Star Wars. But she says, so I totally suck. stop. I hope this is all of the pins you wanted. Enjoy. Love, Ajanaclair. She is just such a generous person. Ajanaclair, it doesn't even matter anymore. You're just so good. So thank you for your generosity. I appreciate it so much. So let me get my little pin board, which I put, oh, here it is. And let me show you what we have here. So let's start with the little guys. So we've got, I think I did get this one in the interim, sorry. Maybe I'll use it to trade. Maybe I'll keep it. Maybe I'll make some awesome ears with it. I love putting pins on ears. But this is Darkwing Duck and Negaduck. And these are the kind of like little minis. So there's, right, this whole series was like, you know, hero and villain. And of course, Darkwing and Nega are perfectly matched. Love those. I will definitely add Negaduck to the board. And then there's another little one here. And I don't know what the opposite of this one. This is from the Black Cauldron, which I'm glad to see is getting a little bit of love. You know, such an interesting film. But here's Taran, the hero. And I assume that there was a villain, and maybe it's the Horned King, but honestly, I'm not 100% sure, because some of these pairings were a little bit, you'll see in just a minute here what I mean. Here is the Little John. Boy, I drew a blank on that. Little John, and I don't know, so he's like a sidekick. I don't know if like Sir Hiss was, oh wait, oh yes! Yeah! You all know I love a Sir Hiss. So here's his little opposite. There were different series. There was like this mini series and this series. And then there were some of the ones that came that they were like more figure based in like the packaging. That's what I had originally bought and opened up. And I guess didn't realize, but there's Sir Hiss, and they've got this lovely glitter green business going on. Oh, yes. Okay. This box makes me so, so happy. So what else do we have in here? All right, here goes another little one. Oh, here's Scrooge McDuck. I don't know that I do have the Scrooge McDuck possible, but because I think I definitely got, is it Magica that's opposite him? I think it's Magica that's opposite him. So there's a bunch of those. I'm gonna have to track down what that Black Cauldron one was, because now I'm very curious to find out. All right, a few more pins to go here. So here is, all right, do we have, all right, we've got a set here. So let's keep with that Black Cauldron idea, and the hero in this. So this again is another sidekick, and this is Gurgi, the crunchings and munchings. A lot of people find him annoying, like they find Jar Jar annoying. I love him. I don't know what that tells you about me, but I love him. So there he is, and his opposite is, I want to say his name is Toady. I'm pulling an Ajanaclair here, not exactly knowing. I know Lauren's going to read me for filth in the comments. I feel like it's Toady, but maybe he has a different name. All right, Lauren, go ahead. Lecture me away. So this is the Horn King's... Toadie's the one from Gummy Bears. You've caught me in a weak moment. I was cheating to see if it said on the back. All it says is heroes and villains. Oh, Gurgi. All right, fine. I'll accept my punishment. Lecture away. So there's that little pairing. I love that they have these opposites in pairing. It's such a great theme. And then this one is from one of my very favorites, and this is Jake. My namesake from the Rescuers Down Under, and there's his little like sort of round profile pins. I love the colors and the designs on these. I wish more pins were certainly like this. And then his opposite, my girl Joanna. I've got some fantasy pins from Sandy at Flight So Fancy fantasy pins coming soon, but I love Joanna ever so much. Ugh, Joanna the Goanna. There she is, eating an egg. Fabulous as ever. Absolutely adore her. Oh, this is a set that really makes my heart happy. Should I have had a heart to have made happy? Because it is all of like the obscure things that I just love. Black Cauldron and Robin Hood and Rescuers Down Under, Disney Afternoon. What could be better? Did you collect any of this Heroes and Villains series? Let me know down below which ones you went for, because I know they had some more traditional characters in here, but love that these guys are getting the extra love and attention. Tell me which was your favorite. Correct me on this little green guy's name, because I am a terrible knowledgeable person right now. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Love to have you join the Disney Afternoon Gang. Leave me a comment. Thank you all for spending time with me, and I hope to see you soon on the next Disney Afternoon.